Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Gonna read through this full article. There's a link in the description. It is a tragedy. A father has been charged with murdering his own son. He forced the boy to run on a treadmill. He would verbally attack him and physically attack him. We're going to read through the full details in just a moment. I'm just going to let you know that I'm not going to be scrolling through this article here. Again, there is a link in the description, but I won't be scrolling through because this article does show photos of alleged child abuse. There's some pictures of the boy with bruising to his body, his arms, his chest, and also a picture of his eye in distress. I mean, I'm not a doctor, it didn't mention the details, but it could have been like a detached retina or something along those lines. Certainly a bloodied eye, the actual eyeball was bloodied. So I'm not going to scroll through this article. I've put it in a different format, so I'll be reading through the details. A New Jersey man was arrested Wednesday morning in connection with the death of his son, Corey Micciolo. Christopher J. Grigor, 29 years of age, was arrested and taken to the Ocean County Jail, pending a court hearing to announce murder charges. The Ocean County Prosecutor's Office released information on social media shortly after his arrest. An autopsy confirmed that Corey, who was just a few weeks shy of his 7th birthday, died from blunt force injuries with cardiac and liver contusions with acute inflammation and sepsis. Court documents indicate that an investigator looking into the case reported that on March the 20th, 2021, Gregor, the father, and Corey were at a clubhouse gym at the father's apartment complex in Barnegat. Security footage allegedly showed the father increase the speed on a treadmill that his son was jogging on. When the child fell off the treadmill, the father told him to get back on and continue to increase the speed. Corey, the boy, fell again several times, and at one point the father appeared to bite his son on the head while putting the child back on the treadmill. Corey's mother, Brianna Micciolo, said that there were numerous warning signs of abuse. She claimed that the Department of Protection and Permanency, Child Social Services, didn't do enough to help her, despite her making child abuse reports. Micciolo the mother began taking photos of her son after she suspected something was wrong. She said she tried to get the judge to allow her full custody of her son in April, but nobody was helpful. Here's a quote from the mother. I've called 100 times over the last 2 years. Sometimes they would come out and talk to him, but they made it seem to be I was bothering them. On April the 1st, 2021, a day before Corey's death, the mother took Corey to Jersey Shore University Medical Center with so many bruises on his chest that doctors became concerned and ordered x-rays. The mother said she was told to take him to a child abuse expert the next day, but April the 2nd, the following day, fell on a day that the father had custody. The mother said the day prior she was told by the court that she couldn't get temporary full custody of her son amid an investigation, and the boy was ordered to spend time with his father. The next day, the father called the mother and told her that the boy had been vomiting and was extremely lethargic. The father took the boy, Corey, to a hospital where he passed away. The father then fled the state and turned himself in 3 months later on charges of endangering the welfare of a child. Here's a quote from the mother. I don't know if he left while Corey was dying or he left right after Corey died, but he did leave Corey at the hospital. I have no idea where he was the whole 3 months that this investigation has been going on. The mother said her son hated going to his father's house and would hide in closets, kicking and screaming, but by law her hands were tied. The mother told the previous website, Crime Online. It is a good website, Crime Online. The mother told Crime Online that a medical examiner initially said her son died from a heart contusion, but he was completely healthy with no medical issues when she dropped him off with the father. They basically explained to me that they'd never seen that before. They'd never come across a heart contusion, the mother explained. So that's really the full details of the article. Such a tragedy. The 7-year-old boy, Corey, died of a heart contusion. We're not quite sure what that is, but seemingly due to the abuse he endured at the hands of his father, his own father, being forced to go on a treadmill at increasing speeds to the point that he's left vomiting and extremely lethargic. And of course, there's all of these other bruises and injuries that he suffered. So the mother, who didn't have guardianship over the boy, was doing her best to regain full custody, but seemingly, according to the mother, the authorities, Child Protective Services, weren't being helpful to her. They weren't really being compliant. Regardless of that, a 7-year-old boy has died at the hands, or a near 7-year-old boy has died at the hands of his father. What an absolute tragedy. The mother must be absolutely devastated. So I'm going to wrap things up here. Of course, full condolences to the mother and the extended family. It's good to see that the father has handed himself in, that he's going to be facing murder charges. So let's hope a full investigation does go ahead, a full trial goes ahead. And if he is found guilty, then let's hope he gets an extremely long jail sentence.